Christy with Robb Restyle, and today I want to share with you a little tutorial using Country Chic Paint's image transfer medium. This medium is super versatile. It allows you to transfer any sort of printed item, a photograph, a professionally printed image, something you printed off your own printer, to another surface. And any surface works. It can be painted, it can be unpainted. It's just really versatile and really easy to use. This medium is sort of a gel consistency, makes it super easy to apply to anything like paper and wood. I love it for that reason, and I'm so excited to share this project with you. Let's talk about some of the things that we need. Obviously, you're going to need your Country Chic Paint image transfer medium. You can buy this on their website. I like to have a spray bottle of water and then a damp cloth for when we try to remove the paper from the medium. At the end, you may need a little bit of sandpaper to get some of the sticky, extra kind of adhesive paper off. If not, you won't necessarily need it, but sometimes I do. So that's 120 grit sandpaper and a little polyacrylic to paint on the end to seal in our design. You're going to need some sort of surface. Today I'm going to show you how to make a sign. So this is an old door panel that I found in an antique store. It was maybe $4, but I loved that it was square, and I love making signs out of old things and repurposing them. So I think this will make a great sign. I sanded it down, and I love the different paint textures that kind of come through. I think it'll make a great sign. Next, you'll need something printed off. I just designed this. I love vintage fans, and I kind of wanted to make a vintage fan sort of hand-lettered sign. So I made this on the computer, and if you like it, you can download it at robbrestyle.com for free. But what you need to make sure is when you print it out, that you print it out backwards. It needs to be a reverse or mirrored image. So a lot of times on printers, they'll have that setting. If you download the image from my site, it will already be reversed for you. Another great place to go is, of course, the Graphics Fairy, and she a lot of times already has her images reversed for you as well, so it makes it very easy. So we're going to start taking a little bit of the image transfer material and covering. And very smooth and easy. You just want to make sure that you get all areas that are printed off, because that's what's going to allow it to transfer the ink to the other side of the surface. So I'm just doing this very carefully. Okay. Now, once you have it completely covered, you're going to turn it over so that the transfer medium is facing down, and you're going to size it onto your paper. Now, you don't want to move it too much once you get it laid down. You don't want the paper to rip, but you do want to smooth out the air bubbles. So you just want to gently press your paper to your surface and kind of rub it in and make sure it's smooth. Don't sweat it if you rip it. I have ripped it before. Just kind of piece it together. It'll be just fine. It'll work perfectly. But that's why I don't typically like using another surface like a credit card or something, a squeegee, because it does it can rip. So just smooth out with your fingertips is perfectly fine. Once you feel like it's all smoothed out, you have to let it sit. 1 to 2 hours usually does the trick. You want it to completely dry, so that way when we go in with the water, we can kind of rub away our paper and the ink will stay, but the paper will go away. So now that we've let it dry a little bit, and I kind of got ahead of myself, but I started kind of pulling away the paper. What you're going to want to do is just wet your paper down. I know it's probably dried, and then you're just going to want to start pulling it away with the wet rag. I also dampened my rag quite significantly, and then I'm just going to start pulling it away, so that way the paper is removed but the ink stays. And you kind of want to do this gently, but as you start to pull it, if the paper starts to roll, I find that that kind of makes it kind of remove. Some of them you'll be able to kind of peel away like old wallpaper, but you'll definitely be able to see that the ink transfer has stayed, especially as we see, we pull up this paper, that what you have left is this cool image from your printable. So, and here we are, it's all finished. All the paper has been removed. I lightly sanded a few pieces that I needed to, and I love this vintagey sort of faded effect that these text has on this old piece of wood. So I hope this tutorial has given you a little inspiration to give Country Chic Paint's image transfer medium a try. It's super easy to work with. There are so many ways you can use it, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Thank you again for watching. I'm Christy Robb with Robb Restyle.